The WWE Universe was left in utter shock tonight after what can only be described as a massive backstage ambush. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, unleashed fury like no one has seen in years. His target? The Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, a rising powerhouse whose reputation for ferocity in the ring has earned him both respect and fear. Sources confirm that the attack occurred immediately following a Raw segment, where tensions between Lesnar and Fatu had been simmering for weeks. Fans had speculated about a potential clash, but no one could have predicted the sheer brutality and chaos that followed. Brock Lesnar, armed with his unmatched strength and sheer rage, stormed the backstage area, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Commentators described the scene as apocalyptic, unbelievable, and the kind of raw violence WWE rarely, if ever, showcases. Security teams scrambled, but the sheer intensity of the Beast Incarnate made it nearly impossible to intervene immediately. Fatu, despite his renowned power, found himself completely overpowered in a confrontation that will be talked about for years. Social media erupted within minutes. Clips of the backstage mayhem went viral across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Hashtags such as #BeastVSWerewolf, #BrockUnleashed, and #JacobFatuAmbush dominated trending lists worldwide. Fans debated endlessly, was this a storyline, or did Brock truly lose control? Could Jacob Fatu recover from such an unprecedented onslaught, or has the Beast permanently altered his trajectory in WWE? Backstage reports indicate chaos. WWE officials, stunned by the intensity and speed of Lesnar's attack, reportedly convened emergency meetings. Medical staff attended to Jacob Fatu, who, while conscious, was visibly shaken and bruised from the encounter. WWE creative teams are now reportedly revising storylines to account for the shocking incident, potentially elevating the stakes for the next Raw and pay-per-view events. The arena itself buzzed with anticipation and disbelief. Fans attending Raw were treated to a fragmented glimpse of the chaos through monitors, catching brief flashes of Lesnar's rampage and Fatu's struggle. The commentators struggled to maintain composure, repeatedly emphasizing the unprecedented nature of the attack. We've never seen anything like this in WWE. The Beast has completely redefined backstage warfare. Analysts are already weighing in on the implications. Brock Lesnar's dominance in this ambush serves multiple purposes: establishing fear, reinforcing his status as the ultimate powerhouse, and sending a message to the entire roster. Jacob Fatu, despite his strength and reputation, now faces a narrative crossroads: return stronger, seek vengeance, or pivot his character entirely. The possibilities are endless, and fans are captivated. The emotional impact on fans cannot be overstated. This was more than a physical confrontation, it was a statement of supremacy, raw power, and dominance. Viewers expressed shock, awe, and excitement across all platforms, sharing GIFs, memes, and discussion threads analyzing every swing, throw, and moment of Lesnar's assault. Every fan is debating the intensity, strategy, and potential long-term consequences of this backstage war. Financially and creatively, WWE benefits from this chaos. Merchandise featuring Lesnar, Fatu, and related imagery has seen a sudden spike in sales. Engagement rates across WWE's social media platforms have skyrocketed, with discussion and speculation driving fan interaction to unprecedented levels. Analysts note that incidents of real or realistic backstage chaos are highly effective in generating attention and increasing pay-per-view viewership. Commentators repeatedly emphasized the unpredictability of the moment. Brock Lesnar, once contained within scripted storylines, now dominates narrative and physical space, proving that he remains one of WWE's most dangerous and captivating figures. Jacob Fatu, meanwhile, faces a storyline and personal challenge, one that could redefine his role in the company and create an unforgettable redemption arc. Social media continues to erupt with theories: who might intervene next? Could factions form to challenge Lesnar? Will this result in a high-stakes cage match, steel cage confrontation, or pay-per-view main event that tests both men's limits? Fans are theorizing, debating, and analyzing, ensuring engagement for weeks to come. The implications extend far beyond a single ambush. This encounter redefines power dynamics, locker room hierarchy, and fan expectations. WWE creative teams now have a unique opportunity to craft a multi-layered narrative, combining real-life intensity with storyline drama, ensuring that viewers remain emotionally invested and on edge. As Brock Lesnar exited the backstage area, leaving a battered and shaken Jacob Fatu behind, the WWE Universe was left stunned. Fans online debated endlessly: could anyone challenge the Beast now? Would Fatu rise from this assault, stronger and more vengeful than ever? And what does this mean for future storylines, rivalries, and pay-per-view main events? Hours after Brock Lesnar's shocking backstage assault on Jacob Fatu, the WWE Universe is still reeling. Clips of the attack have gone viral across all social media platforms, with fans replaying, dissecting, and theorizing about every moment. Hashtags like #BeastVSWerewolf, #LesnarRampage, and #JacobFatuAmbush are trending globally, while fan theories range from revenge arcs to faction wars and pay-per-view main events. Backstage, WWE officials remain in crisis mode. Security teams, medical staff, and creative teams are working tirelessly to manage the fallout. Jacob Fatu, though shaken, has reportedly been cleared medically but is in intensive storyline planning sessions with creative directors. Brock Lesnar, meanwhile, continues to exude the aura of dominance and unpredictability, reinforcing his position as the ultimate powerhouse in WWE. Analysts emphasize that this ambush is more than just a physical confrontation. Brock Lesnar's calculated, overwhelming aggression sends a message to the roster: challenging the Beast comes with consequences. Jacob Fatu now faces a critical narrative crossroads. Will he rise from the ashes, seeking vengeance in a story arc that could redefine his WWE career? Or will this attack push him into a temporary hiatus, only to return at a critical pay-per-view showdown? Fans are speculating endlessly, keeping WWE engagement at an all-time high. Social media engagement has reached unprecedented levels. Reaction videos, memes, and fan theories flood platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and TikTok. Commentators and analysts repeatedly highlight the raw intensity, dissecting Lesnar's every move, throw, and strike. Fans debate whether this was fully scripted or partially improvised, further fueling speculation and discussion. Every fan is invested, from hardcore WWE followers to casual viewers, ensuring weeks of ongoing hype. Creative teams are now tasked with transforming this chaos into compelling storylines. One potential narrative sees Jacob Fatu rebuilding his momentum, forming alliances, and preparing for a high-stakes showdown with Brock Lesnar at a future pay-per-view event. Another possibility is faction-based storytelling, where rival superstars align with either Lesnar or Fatu, igniting multi-layered conflicts and in-ring drama. Analysts suggest that the possibilities are endless, and fans are already theorizing about shocking twists, betrayals, and revenge arcs. The emotional resonance of the ambush cannot be overstated. Brock Lesnar's dominance reinforces fear, respect, and anticipation among WWE superstars and fans alike. Jacob Fatu's plight evokes empathy, admiration for resilience, and curiosity about how he will respond. This emotional duality for the Beast, empathy for the Werewolf, keeps fan engagement high and fuels speculation for weeks of content. Financially, the incident is a goldmine. Merchandise featuring Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu has surged in popularity. WWE's pay-per-view subscriptions are expected to increase as fans tune in, eager to witness the fallout and eventual showdown. Analysts note that moments of high-intensity, real or realistic backstage conflict are highly effective in boosting brand visibility, ratings, and audience engagement. The arena buzzed with excitement in the days following the ambush. Fans attending Raw and SmackDown events reported an electrifying atmosphere, with every appearance of Lesnar or Fatu drawing massive reactions. Commentators highlight that Brock Lesnar's physical dominance and unpredictability have raised stakes across the roster, forcing wrestlers to reconsider strategies, alliances, and rivalries. Speculation continues to dominate fan discussions. Could Brock Lesnar face a new challenger rising from the ranks? Might Jacob Fatu align with other stars to exact revenge? Could this escalate into a steel cage match, Hell in a Cell, or some other high-stakes confrontation? Fans theorize endlessly, keeping engagement levels at record highs and ensuring anticipation for upcoming Raw and pay-per-view events. The incident also reshapes locker room dynamics. Fellow superstars are recalibrating alliances, assessing threats, and preparing for potential fallout from the Beast's actions. Analysts predict that the reverberations of this backstage ambush will impact storylines, character arcs, and future rivalries for months to come. Every Raw and SmackDown episode carries the weight of this confrontation, keeping the WWE Universe glued to screens and social media. In conclusion, Brock Lesnar's backstage assault on Jacob Fatu was not just an attack, it was a statement of supremacy, a catalyst for new storylines, and a shockwave that has left fans, wrestlers, and WWE officials reeling. The fallout is ongoing, the suspense is palpable, and the WWE Universe remains captivated. Fans are eagerly anticipating every promo, match, and appearance, knowing that when the Beast is involved, chaos and carnage are guaranteed. The story is far from over. Jacob Fatu will either rise from this brutal assault, ready to reclaim his place, or suffer a setback that reshapes his trajectory. Brock Lesnar has reinforced his status as WWE's ultimate force of destruction, leaving the entire roster and the fans in awe, fear, and anticipation. Every future match, confrontation, and storyline now carries the shadow of the Beast's wrath, ensuring months of electrifying content for the WWE Universe. The WWE Universe is still reeling from Brock Lesnar's backstage assault on Jacob Fatu. Fans, analysts, and commentators alike are dissecting every moment, theorizing endlessly about what comes next. The ambush was more than a physical attack, it was a declaration of dominance that will echo through Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view events for months. Backstage, tensions remain high. WWE officials are reportedly holding emergency meetings to plan the next steps for both superstars. Jacob Fatu, though recovering physically, is reportedly engaged in intense storyline discussions with creative teams. Analysts suggest he may undergo a major redemption arc, coming back stronger and more strategic, possibly teaming up with other superstars to counter the overwhelming force of Brock Lesnar. Social media continues to explode. Hashtags like hashtag Beast vs Werewolf, hashtag Brock Rampage, and hashtag Jacob Fatu Rise dominate trending lists. Fans are dissecting every GIF, clip, and backstage photo, debating whether Lesnar's attack was scripted or partially improvised. Reaction videos are being shared at record speed, and fan theories flood YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok. Every angle of the incident is scrutinized, ensuring engagement remains sky-high. The emotional impact on fans is undeniable. Brock Lesnar's raw aggression and brutality evoke awe, fear, and admiration, while Jacob Fatu's resilience and struggle generate empathy and anticipation. This duality keeps the audience emotionally invested. Fans speculate endlessly: will Fatu rise from this devastating attack? Could he form alliances to challenge the Beast? Or will Brock continue to assert unchallenged dominance? Creative teams have an unprecedented opportunity to turn this real-life chaos into compelling storylines. Possible arcs include Jacob Fatu forming alliances to seek revenge, escalating the rivalry into multi-man conflicts or faction wars. Another scenario could feature Lesnar's dominance being challenged in a high-stakes pay-per-view showdown, perhaps inside a steel cage or a specialty match designed to test both men's limits. Analysts predict that each storyline decision will reverberate for months, keeping fans captivated. Locker room dynamics have also shifted. Fellow superstars are reportedly recalibrating their strategies, assessing threats, and positioning themselves for opportunities created by Brock's attack. Alliances, rivalries, and even potential betrayals are being plotted in response to the ambush. Fans speculate that this could lead to shocking twists on Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view events, further heightening suspense and engagement. Financially, the attack has generated significant interest. Merchandise featuring Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu has spiked, while WWE's pay-per-view subscriptions and digital engagement continue to rise. Analysts highlight that moments of high-intensity conflict, particularly when backed by real or realistic drama, are among WWE's most effective tools for audience retention and revenue generation. The arena remains on edge in the following weeks. Every appearance of Brock Lesnar or Jacob Fatu triggers massive reactions from fans. Commentators emphasize that Brock's dominance and unpredictability have raised the stakes across the roster. No superstar is safe, and every future confrontation carries the potential for shocking chaos. Fans continue to theorize about long-term ramifications. Could Brock Lesnar be challenged by a surprise newcomer? Will Jacob Fatu orchestrate a multi-faction alliance to take the Beast down? Could this escalate into a high-stakes pay-per-view main event, such as WrestleMania or SummerSlam, with unprecedented consequences for both men? Analysts suggest the possibilities are endless, fueling weeks of speculation, discussion, and engagement. Ultimately, Brock Lesnar's backstage attack on Jacob Fatu has reshaped the WWE universe. It has established a new hierarchy of fear, dominance, and respect, while also creating a narrative foundation for one of the most intense feuds in recent WWE history. Fans remain captivated, eagerly tuning into Raw, SmackDown, and social media updates, knowing that when the Beast is involved, chaos and destruction are guaranteed. The fallout will continue to unfold over the coming months. Jacob Fatu's response, Brock Lesnar's next moves, and the reactions of the roster will drive multiple storylines, alliances, and rivalries. Each episode of Raw and SmackDown will carry the weight of this ambush, keeping fans glued to their screens and eagerly anticipating every shocking moment. In conclusion, Brock Lesnar's brutal attack on Jacob Fatu was more than a simple confrontation. It was a seismic event in WWE. It has reshaped storylines, altered character dynamics, and captivated the WWE universe like never before. Fans worldwide are watching, theorizing, and waiting for the next explosive development, knowing that the Beast has left an indelible mark on WWE history.